the new rule in gassers is in effect at Rocky Mountain Race Week.
Oh no, what's that mean?
So Matt put that out a year or so ago, and we kind of went from like the most lax gasser rules to maybe now the hardest gasser rules, and you need to be pre-approved, and Matt needs to, you have to fit like a certain number of these criteria.
Hey guys, welcome to the Drag Driver Pete Show presented by Summit Racing. In this segment, I want to talk about Rocky Mountain Race Week, bro.
Dude, it's like in weeks.
Oh, 2, right?
Yeah,
we have 10 days left. Yeah, dude, it's 2 weeks. We have 10 days left in the month, and then it's 5 days till the start of this thing.
Right.
It's on.
Here we go. Dude, back in Great Bend.
Oh, love it. Love it.
Absolutely amazing. If you don't know, that is the house, the place where they had the very first U.S. Nationals in 1955. It was absolutely crazy. It is absolutely crazy. That place reeks of history. Brian it's almost time to start getting ready. That's true.
This doors aren't on his car right now or something. I'm telling you, that car's apart right now.
I'll totally lowball the crap out of him with that car. If you guys don't know, that's my move. 55 Chevys. If you got one, lowballing you all day long. But dude, back in Great Bend, they're doing the kickoff party again. So they closed down downtown. If you can, get your ass there early and get down there. It is the coolest thing ever. They totally close the roads. We sit on the roads, and you can see here parking lot for public, etc., etc. That's where people will come out, and I mean the whole town comes out and looks at your cars and checks out what's, they ask you questions like, what, are you idiots? Are you guys you're driving this thing, and it's like Brian Havlick's car. That's, just a ground stomping 55. And those guys may have seen a 55 that's a pretty quick car, but they've never seen one that's about to be driven 1,000 miles. So it's absolutely crazy. We're excited to be back at Great Bend. I've heard that place is glass smooth now.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Dude, new tower, all new concrete walls. Dude, I am so excited to be back at Great Bend.
All new everything. All new staging lanes and everything. I mean, they really have thrown it out there.
Yes.
These shots are from opening night there.
Cool. Yeah, dude. And what's cool is that place is still a 501c3 nonprofit. Everyone that is there is still a volunteer. It is a super, super cool deal. It's been that way for a long, long time. The Sunflower Rod and Custom Association has kind of been behind that. That's what SRCA stands for. But man, I personally am excited to be back. I know Matt is excited to be back.
Yeah.
I know a ton of these racers are excited to be back. And hopefully we got it early enough that it's not going to be 105 degrees.
Right. Yeah. So, the Rocky Mountain event is earlier than normal this year, and Race Week is pushed back a little bit this year as well. So, dude, I think you're going to end up with some incredible weather.
It should be really cool. That the pushback on Race Week was from the pushback on the race weekend that we did last year, since we had the mega week. Matt didn't want to do 2 big drag and drives, so we just did the little weekend one that was a little later, and we had an absolute blast. We did all of our hubbing out of Pueblo, which was cool because we kind of got to do a little bit of the mountain drives. But man, this year we are back in the mountains. We've got Pueblo, we've got Great Bend, we've got Kearney, so we can work around those 3 tracks and give people mountain drives. If you are friends with Matt Frost on Facebook, you saw today, there it is right there. There is snow in the mountains right now. It snowed, I believe, yesterday, and it's supposed to kind of snow through the weekend, and that's supposed to be nice. But they are driving the route right now, and it is going to be in the mountains. I can tell you that, that's probably plus 8,500 feet. So typically that route does take us to about 10,000. So you get up there, you get to see it. If you've never been in the mountains, this is going to be an absolute blast for you. You can still join in on a road week, but the race tickets are sold out. As far as I know, Race Week later in the year still does have some tickets.
Yeah, I think a
I
few
think
is what it said last
yeah,
week.
I think we were maybe
Last.
yeah, I think we were maybe down to 20 or something spots, which
Yeah,
is
that's awesome.
crazy. But this one is it's taking us back to our roots, man. I mean, no Bandamere, which sucks a little bit, but a little birdie told me that we may end up somewhere near Hudson, so you might get to see the space where the Bandamere will be.
D-Torx is a leading manufacturer of high-performance fuel system components. The DW product line includes fuel injectors, pumps, rails, regulators, filters, lines and fittings, plus pump modules and surge tanks, all engineered to support power levels ranging from 400 to 4,000 plus horsepower. With a focus on engineering excellence and industry-leading customer support, D-Torx continues to drive the future of high-performance fueling. Of course, screenshot this and then use code DDR10 at checkout for your 10% discount on any product available on the site there.
We'll be operating out of.
Well, and what would be cool about that too is like, hopefully they can have it done by next year. And then, so the folks that came this year got to see bare ground, and then next year they're racing there. So
totally. Yep. And that's going to be the best part is you get to see it as nothing, and then you'll get to see it and experience it as something. So no, that's exciting too. The Bandameres are, full steam ahead on that deal. Yeah. They had a few hurdles with the town and with the county with some whatnot,
normal permitting stuff.
Red tape garbage, but it sounds like
do you understand what we're bringing here? Like
exactly, and it's like tractor repair company at the corner is going, I don't really know if I want all that traffic.
Get out of here.
Yes, you do. I promise you do.
Yeah. Like, you realize like toter homes and all that kind of stuff.
Rich ass people will be here, and guess what? Those guys live on ranches and stuff. So I'm just saying, deal with it. It's happening. It's cool. It's happening. I'm excited that it's happening.
Yeah, I think that now cars are cool. Obviously, Drag and Drive, I think, has probably helped push that quite a bit with the amount of events and people that are participating. And we're getting cool cars from the manufacturers and all that kind of stuff. Like, cars are neat. To have a facility that's going to be at the level of what that is just, it's going to be huge for the community.
It's going to be crazy. And just today, Pikes Peak International Raceway announced that this will be their last year. That's a far south roundy round track, but they did do some like no prep stuff there and whatnot. But I have heard rumors, and these are just rumors, that Bandamere is going to have a circle track and a road course and a drag strip and possibly a water park.
Wow, dude, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
because the land they bought, I mean, people need to understand this. It was like 1,100 acres or something crazy.
Right.
Like
so the original Bandamere was about 100 acres, and a bunch of it went up that hill, and there was you couldn't do anything to it. It was wasteland. Yes, they're 10 times that space now. Yeah. It's going to be pretty interesting.
Huge. Well, and the protection that provides for the sound and all the stuff that comes from people complaining if that ever happens.
Right.
And just the thought process from the beginning to be able to build out what you want from there is pretty cool. So sorry, back to Rocky Mountain. You got Great Bend start and end. Excited about that to be back there. And both events start and end at Great Bend this year, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So
we wanted to show them the love. I mean, if you're going to bring your racetrack back, then we're going to bring our events back.
Yeah.
So,
then you're bringing 600 cars to them. And then Kearney, which is one of my favorite tracks. It's such a cool place.
Freaking love Kearney. If you've never been to Kearney, man, trees, grass at a racetrack, big deal.
For the drag and drive racers, we're seeing this big move towards camping and all that kind of cool stuff. They have the best spot. They have like this whole grassy area with trees and overhang. It's like this whole thing. It's beautiful.
It's amazing. It's in there's a soybean field and a cornfield.
Yeah.
It right in between them. Honestly, if you don't know what you're looking for, you'll miss it. It's
you can drive straight by
there. Yep, it's just out there.
The trip from Kearney to Pueblo, I know is long, but that usually gives you the drive day. But y'all, that's the trip. It's cool. It really is a nice spot, and that's where I think you're going to end up in the mountains on that drive.
Yeah, and it is Rocky Mountain and Race Week has always been unapologetically hard. What we're doing is not going to be easy. Yes, Joe at Kearney is the best ever. Joe and Nicole Roach absolutely kill it over there at Kearney. Anyway, Yeah, dude, that drive is long. It sucks, especially if it's hot, but you are going to have the best time ever. It is going to be 400 miles.
Yeah.
And it's a drive day, but dude, we don't get on I-70.
Right.
You know, you're not going to be going 85 to blow 420 miles down. I think we did it in the Cadillac, making very short stops at checkpoints, and it was 13 hours. And again, AC. Oh, Matt just got to Pueblo.
Nice.
It's hard, but damn it, when you finish that and you get in that parking lot and you crack open a nice icy Coors Light or Coors Original or Hams or whatever you love, you earn the hell out of that beer, man. That day, and then you got a night of racing the next night.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, it's gonna be sweet, absolutely awesome. And then we're back at Pueblo. We love Pueblo. Donnie over there, same deal, lays it down. All the crew over at Pueblo, we just love. Those dudes are crazy good. In fact, Rocky Mountain Race Week does sponsorship for their No Prep series as well. So yeah, we support them as much as we possibly can because they support us as much as they possibly can.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Oh, wow. Joe Barry Motorsports Checkpoint, dude. Yes. That dude has 3 or 4 Hot Rod Magazine Drag Week guitars.
Yeah.
And they sit up in his, he's like, they just sit there. I don't play guitar, but it's like they're sitting there with like inches of dust on them. It's the funniest thing ever.
That's awesome.
It's like the movie Cars, just piston cups just sitting here in a box.
Man, what a cool dude too. And then Joey's car is getting relatively close. So
yeah,
that would be cool to see it.
And Michelle's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tom's Coffee. Yep, exactly. That's what they're doing now. They kind of threw in their hat into the ring and they got themselves a Tom's Coffee food truck, and they've been bringing it to Pueblo. They've been doing it the whole thing. They're absolutely crazy. So yeah, we're gonna have them around, I'm sure, and having a checkpoint at his place is gonna be absolutely crazy.
Oh, dude, that's going to be so badass. What else do we have? What are the notes here? So we talked about going there. We talked about the snow in the mountains.
Yeah.
Dude, who are you excited to see? Who's coming back that you're pumped to see? And you can't just say everybody.
I really want to see Bryant Goldstone in his Corvette. I hope he brings the Corvette, and I hope he stomps all the records.
Yeah.
I mean,
would be incredible.
I can't wait to see that. I cannot wait to see that. I think Rowdy Radio is going to be really good this year.
Oh, man. Yes.
I had Donovan Linwood on my show, and he is going for a 4-second average at altitude.
That'll be the first, right? Like, I don't think
we've only had one 4-second run ever, and it was Matt Moore at Pueblo after a 420-mile drive.
So see, like we made a big deal about this at the circuit. I don't think people understood like what a big deal that is. I mean, I know it's on a 235 tire, and that's a lot different. But like, dude, it's taken us. We've done events since 19, and we had just had our first 4-second runs in the 8th. Like, it's a big
dude. That's freaking fast.
Yeah.
If you lay that down, that's well into a 6-second quarter mile on a little bitty tire like that.
Yeah.
Those guys are gangster. They're kind of their own little group. It's sort of like the movie Point Break. Like they're the group in a group. We're all badasses, but those dudes, let them hang, man. Those guys are, them and the stick shift dudes are head and shoulders beyond what's going on. Nate Curran, who was on with Donovan on his show, I made a post that somebody would need to be really stupid to have a stick shift and 235 car. So he put 235s back on his Fairmont with the stick shift.
No way.
To go back to Rowdy Radio with a clutch pedal.
Dude.
And that car has gone 5 teens with an automatic in it. And that was 3 years ago. So he's thinking he's kind of on that same doorstep. He wants to be 5.0 490s clutch pedal in his car. So I'm looking forward to that. Always Rich Guido, Bill Armstrong, they're kind of duking it up match. Bill, I am told that he is also recently outrun his cert. So that car is picking up serious ET. He PB'd by over a tenth on his last trip out. So he's starting to pick up the pace a little bit. And of course, Rich has been like 820 or 830 now in that 4,000 pound GTO. But those guys are gangsters.
I think he did that did he do that at Sick Week or was it at Streetcar Bragging Rights?
Bragging rights.
Bragging Rights, yeah. After driving it all the way across the country.
Well, and those guys kind of kept it low key, but they both drove to Omaha for Kyle's funeral, and they drove their cars.
I saw Bill's post, them driving along, but I thought it was just old footage. I didn't even think about them going to Omaha.
They went to Omaha. So, yeah, they just kind of kept it on the DL, and both of them drove out there and just said, we feel like it's the right thing to bring our cars. And
that's so cool.
Yep. But those guys they're the real. So I'm looking forward to seeing them do the thing, obviously. And really, it's always the newbies that I do the rookie of the year. I do the young gun deal. I'm still doing that. I'm bringing that back this year. And the rookies that come out that have been looking at this stuff for a while, and maybe I'll get out to one of these, or someone that's done a weekend event and wants to kind of dip their feet into the shark infested waters, if you will, and they get to do no shit 1,000 miles and no shit a couple of days of 400. It's going to be fun to watch those guys. Oh, dude, Eric Reisner, who's done 2 now DNFs. He's got a Coyote powered big tire 70 Mustang fastback,
and just finished the circuit, so that car is proven street ready.
Yep. I am looking forward to seeing that actually come out and do what it can do. And it's a Pro Charge deal. It should run hard. That should be a sweet car.
That car's really fast. Hang on, Eric. Do you remember what Reisner ran at the circuit? I think it was 5. Dude, it may have been 5 teens. Hold on, I'll look.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's pretty gangster, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It's
still only 302 cubic inches.
Right.
Eric
Reisner. 528 was his, or 522 quickest pass of the weekend. He ran a 522 on Sunday at Tulsa and a 528 on Saturday at Thunder Valley. So
gangster, dude. Yeah. Super cool. And he's a Colorado
first
boy.
Time out. Yeah, first time out. I mean, that dude, that's the first time that car's been, in that setup. He's put it on the street a little bit, but obviously like to come out and just swing at it like that's pretty badass.
Totally, dude. And I mean, and then the old school guy. I like to see my friends. This is kind of our family reunion. The guys that have been there forever, Vince, and we'll see how many of the Wilsons we get this year. Typically, it's 17.
Eight of them. Yeah. 8 cars. 27 of them.
Yeah, a couple. One year they came down in 4 cars, and there was 8 of them, and they went home with 3 cars and 1 on a dolly. Yeah, and whatever.
My favorite story is Eric putting the piston in on the side of the road. I don't remember where he was at, but Eric, I think me and you were together, and we're coming by, and all those cars are on the side, and he's way off down in the ditch and putting the piston in.
Yep. And they were lapping valves with toothpaste. Yep. It's good. Oh, Arm and Hammer is what it was. Arm and Hammer. Yeah.
Those idiots. Guys, they know how to good time.
Idiots. And of course, gassers. Holy cow. The new rule in gassers is in effect at Rocky Mountain Race Week.
Oh, no. What's that mean?
So Matt put that out a year or so ago, and we kind of went from the most lax gasser rules to maybe now the hardest gasser rules, and you need to be pre-approved, and Matt needs to, you have to fit a certain number of these criteria. Right. If it's got colored tinted windows, you get a point, and if it's got a name, you get a point, and if the front end's high enough, you get a point. And no plastic intakes. You can have LSs, but no plastic intakes, that kind of thing. Yeah. I can't believe I forgot Rob Lipinski, dude. The old Yeller got painted.
Yeah.
Got painted,
and it's badass,
dude. It is gorgeous, and then it's coming back with
big block with a blower, right?
Big block with a blower and Holley EFI on a bird catcher. So he went from twin turbo LS yellow car to a blown injected big block orange car.
Yeah, oh wait, what? It's orange now?
It's yellow orange.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think the last time I saw something of his come across my feet, then it was still the black and white.
Oh no, dude! It's yesterday. He got it done.
Oh wow!
It is gangster. It is gangster. Well, I'm going to try to find a picture of it. I think it's still got the white top, but it's gangster. He also got into hot rod drag week. So,
Oh, nice.
you know who else got into hot rod drag week?
Matt Frost.
Matt Frost got into
Come
hot rod
on.
drag week.
As he
Come
goes
on
twin
with it.
turbos on the Hulk.
Yep. Got out of the Pro Charger, had too many problems blowing that thing up. Not the motor, but the Pro Charger. And coming back with turbos, dude. Totally.
Yeah.
But
The Pro Charger deal is so tough though, because it's crank driven. Like, I mean, dude, that thing so hard. You know,
Right.
that setup's not built for the street.
no,
I don't. I mean, I'm sure they say it is, and he's had it on the street and all that kind of stuff. But like, that had to be a ticking time bomb, and it just.
well, it's one of those things. If you have it anywhere near where it's max, and then you spin the tires,
Yeah.
then it's over max and it blows up.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how hard you're trying to push it, and he's Matt, so he's trying to push it. So
Yeah.
but no, that's going to be sweet. He's going to go back for unlimited iron. I will be in stick shift, or no, I'm sorry, naturally aspirated small block because I don't have stick.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'll do
that's
the stick shift
shootout. We've had Keith Turk on, and we asked that question, and he was kind of like, man, it's not really. They don't really want a stick shift class because they feel like it's going to bring so much extra headache.
Right.
If you're trying to figure out what the style of stick shift is in.
Right. Yep. No, that's a thing. But whatever. It's all good. I'll still do the stick shift shootout, and we're gonna have some good times.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be awesome. I'm scared to open Facebook on my computer while we're live. Will you see if you can find the Rob Lupinski?
I just did look for it, and it's got pictures of his daughter's car that he painted. It may have been
purple. Wow.
Yeah, it may have been on his like Snapchat or something.
Oh, gotcha.
But no, there it is. It's the video. Hold on, 22-second video. Oh, it's really loud. Yep, that's it. The 22-second video is what you're looking for. First thing on his page, and it is gangster.
Yeah, they're one of my favorite families. Pulling the camper, doing that whole thing, man. They're just damn cool. Don't let him hear me say that, but they're just.
And Skyla started the pink fingernails.
Oh yeah, I love it.
So if you've gotten a pink fingernail at race week, that was from that Skyla. She's
There's never not been an event she's at where I haven't gotten at least one.
And that's the thing. Oh yeah, dude.
Mama.
Dude, look at it.
Oh,
dude.
A sparkle in that too.
It's got so much flake. It's probably got 50 pounds of flake in it.
Oh,
but it is absolutely gangster, dude.
That is killer.
That looks really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
So getting to see that car again after the yellow, white primer.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
That's so good looking.
Yeah, dude. And he's coming back with a vengeance too. That big block is 871. It made something like 13 or 1400 horsepower. He's also swinging.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be sweet.
I think one of my favorite photos in Rocky Mountain history is the shot where like everybody's pinkies in the air at the awards ceremony. Where were we at? We were in Kearney then, I think.
I think so. Yep.
Man, what a cool shot.
Yep, and that's such a cool deal. The Wicked Chicks, that's still a Rocky Mountain Race Week deal. Chad and Cody put that together because both their wives were racing, and we lost both of them. And you're a woman in a man's world, and we want to give you a little something extra. And so Chad puts together a bunch of different awards for them, and hands them out some cash, and they get their own shirts and they get their own stickers, and I get looked at funny when I drive my car and it has Wicked Chicks on the side, but I don't care because my wife's a Wicked Chick, man.
Yeah. And then speaking of Chad, will live stream be on Bank Shift?
Yes. On Bank Shift for free as always.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it will be there, and we will see Chad and likely Mr. Neal with us, and they'll be doing the thing.
That's cool. All right, well, let's wrap up the Deech Work segment there. Trying to think of any other questions. I feel like we've gone over a bunch. Hang on. Big shout out to Chris Padgett, big time supporter of us over at the circuit and Drag Driver Pete. But also up there, he was racing. This was the opening day at SRCA Great Bend. So pretty cool.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm just going to throw it out there. I'll give him 6,800 for that car right now. Turnkey.
Dude, I can give 6,805.
Okay, 68.
We'll bet on that. Yeah, I love that car. It's one of the first ones where I saw the turbo inlet on the hood, and I was like,
yeah,
I need to do that at some point in my life.
Oh, speaking of, before you jump real quick,
yeah,
the Starks. I think the
Oh.
starts are bringing something. Little birdie, but stick
I mean,
shift
you're
on.
co-employee, like somebody you're
Since Blaine's there, but stick shift on notice. They have a 6.0 cert Fox body.
Oh, come
that they're
on.
bringing. And
That's awesome.
And it's got a gear ripper in it. So
Dude, you know it. Wow.
I'm just
Breaking
saying.
news right here.
I'm just saying. I hope they can get it done, and I hope they bring it. But the Starks might have some. The 55 wagon reminded me. They might have some hotness.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Well, big shout out to Deechworks. We appreciate them and all the stuff they do for us. I mean, obviously, bringing 2 cars to the circuit, neither one of them finishing just means they're coming back next year, bigger, better, stronger. David Deech was driving the Volvo Amazon, and he's like, it's on. Him and I have been emailing back and forth, and I'm trying to get him to come do one of the single-day deals we have, and he's like, I don't know if I can do that, but I definitely am coming for the circuit. He said, I've got to finish that thing. No way around it. And of course, Mark Campbell, he's the GOAT. He's the dude and one of my favorite people out there. It's pretty awesome. So, all right. Thanks to Deechworks. Just want to say thanks for being a race car friend, y'all. It's been incredible. I have been, to say busy is an understatement of the week. It's been incredible. We have something really big that's working and need you guys to do what you do. We appreciate you guys for doing all of that stuff. And then, of course, thanks to our sponsors for what they do, because we couldn't do this and what I've been working on without them. And then also, going back to the streets, can't do that without these guys, fuel and parts and all that kind of cool stuff we got going on. So if you're doing some shopping, please hit these sponsors up and, at least let them know, hey, we saw you over on Drag Driver Pete. Of course, Summit Racing Equipment, our title sponsor here for the show and the news and the circuit that just happened. Deechworks, who sponsors our Feed the Racers program, which is really cool. I'm excited to roll another one of those out at the Two-Lane Throwdown, which is in a couple weeks. And of course, they were the Racer Party sponsor for the circuit. Molly Motorsports, love those guys out there. They, he drove Adam all the way from North Carolina out for the circuit. Driven Racing Oil, all the stuff they do for us and the whole sport, man. You can typically find them at like sick events and dirt drags and tractor pulls and all that kind of cool stuff. And of course, Howard's Cams, J-Wire Solutions, AFCO Racing Products, Performer Built Transmissions, Car Change 3D, and Low Dollar Motorsports. If you guys